Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing absolutely great. Welcome to our channel where we don't just teach English, but we inspire you to become the best version of yourself. Today, we are going to talk about a book that is one of my favorite books of all time. It has changed millions of lives, and if you understand it deeply and apply its lessons, it can change your life too. People often say a book is worth $1 million because an author spends his entire life learning, experiencing, struggling, and achieving success. And then he gives you all of that wisdom in just one book. Think about this. If you could sit with a successful person and listen to their experiences, wouldn't that be life-changing? Well, that is exactly what a book does. It gives you access to the best minds in the world. I will explain this book in a very simple way, with examples and deep explanations, so that you not only understand it, but also feel motivated to apply these habits in your life. Books are not just about information, they are about transformation. The advice in this book can completely change the way you think, the way you act, and the way you see the world. I have told you this before, all successful people read books as much as possible. They know that books have the power to shape your mindset, build your knowledge, and unlock new opportunities. So make sure to subscribe to our channel because it will not only improve your English, but also help you develop a powerful mindset for success. The book name is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I will take you through all 7 habits, one by one. Habit 1, be proactive. This habit is the foundation of success because it teaches you that you are responsible for your life. Many people live their lives reacting to situations. If something bad happens, they blame others. If they fail, they complain. If they don't get what they want, they give up. But successful people don't do that. They take control. And then they understand that even though they cannot control everything in life, they can control how they respond to situations. There are 2 kinds of people. One, do reactive people. And these people blame others for everything. If they fail an exam, they say the teacher didn't teach well. If they don't get a promotion, they say my boss is unfair. If they are unhappy, they say life is unfair. They believe that life is happening to them and they have no control over it. So, 2, proactive people. These people take full responsibility for their actions. If they fail an exam, they say, I didn't study enough. I need to work harder. And then I seems and go. If they don't get a promotion, they say, I need to improve my skills and show my value. If they are unhappy, they say, what can I do to change my situation? Imagine 2 friends, James and Daniel. James wakes up late every morning, scrolls through social media, and rushes to work. One day he gets stuck in traffic and blames the traffic for being late. When his boss scolds him, he gets angry and frustrated. Daniel, on the other hand, wakes up early, exercises, and leaves for work on time. Even if there is traffic, he remains calm because he knows he made the right decision. Who do you think will succeed in life? Daniel. Because he is proactive. He doesn't let external situations control him. How to apply this habit in your life. Stop blaming others. The moment you stop blaming your parents, your teachers, your boss, or society, you take control of your life. Take responsibility. Whatever happens in your life, ask yourself, what can I do to make it better? Control your reactions. You can't control what people say, but you can control how you respond. If you start practicing this habit, your entire life will change. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind. This habit teaches you that you must have a clear vision of what you want in life. If you don't know where you are going, how will you ever reach success? Think about this. And if you were going on a road trip, would you just start driving without knowing your destination? Of course not. You would plan your route, check the map, and make sure you are going in the right direction. But in life, many people don't do this. They wake up, go to work, come home, watch TV, and repeat the same cycle without knowing where their life is going. Stephen Covey says, the author, everything is created twice. First in the mind, then in reality. This means that before anything happens in real life, it happens in your mind first. Before a house is built, an architect first draws the blueprint. Before a company is created, the founder first imagines the business. Before a person becomes successful, they first visualize their success. Think about Cristiano Ronaldo. When he was a young boy, he told his mother, "One day I will be the best footballer in the world." He had a clear vision in his mind, and he worked every single day to turn that vision into reality. How to apply this habit in your life. Define your goals. What do you want in life? Then, do you want to be a doctor, an entrepreneur, a writer? Be specific. Can be specific. Visualize your success. Every morning, take a few minutes to imagine yourself achieving your goals. Make decisions based on your vision. If something doesn't help you reach your goal, don't waste time on it. Imagine you are at your own funeral and people are talking about you. What do you want them to say? Do you want them to say he was hardworking, kind, and successful? Or do you want them to say he wasted his life? Your answer will tell you what kind of life you need to create. If you start practicing this habit, you will have clarity, purpose, and direction. Habit 3, put first things first. Imagine you have a glass jar and a table full of big rocks, small pebbles, sand, and water. Your goal is to fit everything inside the jar. If you start by pouring in the water and sand first, then add the small pebbles, you will run out of space for the big rocks. But if you put the big rocks first, then the pebbles, then the sand, and finally pour the water, everything fits perfectly. This is exactly how life works. The big rocks represent the most important things in your life. Your health, your relationships, your dreams, your personal growth. The pebbles are things that matter, but they are not as important. Your job, your finances, your daily responsibilities. The sand and water represent the small distractions. Social media, unnecessary gossip, wasting time on things that don't help you grow. Most people fill their life with sand and water first. They spend their time scrolling on their phones, watching TV, worrying about what others think, and chasing temporary pleasures. By the time they think about their dreams, their health, their relationships, there is no space left. But highly successful people do the opposite. They put the big rocks first. They prioritize what truly matters. The difference between important and urgent. There are two types of tasks in life. One, urgent but not important. Replying to messages, attending unnecessary meetings, doing tasks that others pressure you to do. Two, important but not urgent. Exercising, spending time with family, reading books, working on your dreams. Most people spend their life reacting to urgent things. If the phone rings, they pick it up immediately. If someone calls them for a favor, they stop everything and do it. They live in constant reaction mode. But successful people prioritize the important things first. They schedule their gym time, their reading time, their self-improvement time. They focus on what truly makes a difference. Imagine two brothers, John and David. John wakes up in the morning, and the first thing he does is check his phone. He starts replying to messages, scrolling through Instagram, and watching random videos. By the time he gets up, he's already wasted an hour. David, on the other hand, wakes up and immediately works on his goals. He exercises, reads a book, and spends 30 minutes learning a new skill. He starts his day with purpose. After a year, who do you think will be more successful? David. Because he put first things first. John was busy, but he was not productive. He was reacting to life instead of controlling it. David, on the other hand, focused on the things that truly mattered. How to apply this habit in your life. Write down your big rocks. What are the most important things in your life? Your dreams, your health, your relationships. Make a list. Schedule them first. Don't leave important things for later. If you don't schedule them, life will get in the way. Say no to distractions. If something doesn't help you reach your goals, eliminate it. If you master this habit, you will become unstoppable. Habit 4. Think win-win. Most people live with a scarcity mindset. They believe that if someone else wins, they lose. If someone gets a promotion, they feel jealous. If someone is successful, they feel insecure. But highly effective people think win-win. They understand that success is not limited. Just because someone else wins does not mean you have to lose. Think about sunlight. If one person enjoys the sun, does it mean there's less sunlight for others? No. D. Then think about knowledge. If you learn something and share it with others, does it mean you now have less knowledge? No. B. And me. Amen. The world is full of abundance for those who have the right mindset. The 3 types of people. 1. Win-lose people. And these people always want to win, even if it means others must lose. They don't care about fairness. They only care about their own success. 2. 9 and D. Lose-win people. These people always sacrifice themselves for others. They let people take advantage of them. They never stand up for themselves, and they never fight for what they deserve. Win-win people. These people believe in mutual success. They help others, they share opportunities, and they create partnerships where everyone benefits. Imagine you are working on a group project. There are 2 ways you can approach it. One can be win-lose approach. You try to take all the credit, do everything yourself, and refuse to share the spotlight. Your team members feel unmotivated, and the project suffers. And 2, win-win approach. You encourage your teammates, you divide tasks fairly, and you help each other succeed. Everyone feels appreciated, and the project becomes a success. Which approach will lead to better results in the long run? Win-win people build strong relationships, powerful networks, and long-term success. A win-win boss helps his employees grow, so they stay loyal and motivated. A win-win business owner focuses on serving customers, so his business thrives. A win-win leader creates opportunities for others, so he becomes respected and influential. Selfish people may win in the short term, but they lose in the long run. How to apply this habit in your life? Stop competing with others. Success is not a competition. There is enough for everyone. Look for mutual benefits. In every situation, ask yourself, how can we both win? Support others. The more you help others, the more successful you will become. The world is not a battlefield. Life is not about winners and losers. It's about creating opportunities where everyone wins. If you develop a win-win mindset, you will build stronger relationships, greater success, and a more fulfilling life. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. One of the biggest reasons people fail in relationships, business, and life is because they don't truly listen. Most people don't listen to understand. They listen to reply. When someone is talking, they are just waiting for their turn to speak. They are thinking about their own opinion, their response, their argument. They don't actually hear what the other person is saying. But successful people do the opposite. envy. They first seek to understand, then to be understood. Why is this habit so powerful? Imagine a doctor who prescribes medicine before diagnosing the disease. If a patient walks in and says, "Doctor, I have pain," and the doctor immediately hands them a random medicine without asking questions, without understanding the cause, that's dangerous. Yet, this is exactly what we do in conversations. We judge before understanding. We give advice before listening. We assume we know everything without actually hearing the full story. And because of this, relationships break, misunderstandings grow, and people feel unheard. There are 4 types of listeners. 1, ignoring listening. You pretend to listen, but you are actually distracted. You nod your head, but your mind is elsewhere. 2, selective listening. You only hear the parts that interest you and ignore everything else. 3, attentive listening. You hear the words, but you don't feel the emotions behind them. 4, empathic listening. You listen deeply. You don't just hear the words. You understand the feelings, the emotions, the perspective of the other person. Most people only reach level 2 or 3. But if you want to be truly effective, you must practice empathic listening. A powerful example. Imagine a teenage boy comes home from school and says, "I hate school and I want to drop out." Most parents immediately react. What? What? That's ridiculous. You must study. Stop being lazy. You don't understand life. If you drop out, you will fail in life. But they never ask why the child feels this way. Now imagine a parent who practices habit 5. Instead of reacting, they say, "I see that you're really upset. Tell me what's going on. Help me understand why you feel this way." Now the child feels heard. They open up they say, "I'm being bullied. I feel alone. I don't understand anything in class." Now, instead of fighting, instead of shouting, there's connection. The parent now understands the real issue and they can actually help. This is the power of listening. How to apply this habit in your life. Listen with the intent to understand, not to reply. The next time someone talks to you, don't think about your response. Just listen. Listen. Put yourself in their shoes. Ask yourself, how do they feel? Why do they think this way? Ask deeper questions. Key. Instead of giving advice, ask, "Tell me more. What do you mean?" You mean. How do you feel about it? The moment you start listening with your heart, not just your ears, your relationships will transform. People will trust you more. They will open up to you, and you will become a person of great influence. Habit 6, synergize. This habit is the secret of unstoppable teams, powerful relationships, and extraordinary success. Synergy means that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Imagine two people trying to move a large rock. If they push separately, they might struggle. But if they push together at the same time, in the same direction, the rock moves easily. This is synergy. Why most people fail at this habit? Most people struggle with synergy because they want to do everything alone. They believe if I want something done right, I have to do it myself. I don't trust others. No one can do it as well as me. But this thinking is limiting. The most successful people understand the power of teamwork. They know that when the right people come together, they can achieve miracles. The three types of people: 1, dependent people. These people rely on others for everything. They wait for help, blame others for their failures, and never take control of their life. 2, independent people. These people take full responsibility for their life. Men, they are strong, confident, and self-reliant. But they often believe they don't need others. 3, interdependent people. These people are both strong and collaborative. They know how to work with others, share ideas, and create something bigger than themselves. Most people think independence is the goal, but interdependence is the ultimate success. Imagine you are building a house. If you try to do it alone, it will take you years. But if you have a team of experts, an architect, an electrician, a plumber, a carpenter, the house gets built faster, better, and stronger. Synergy is the reason why great companies exist. Steve Jobs didn't build Apple alone. Elon Musk doesn't build rockets alone. Every great success story is a team effort. How to apply this habit in your life? Work with people who complement your strengths. If you're great at ideas but weak at execution, find a partner who is great at execution. Respect different perspectives. Don't see differences as problems. See them as strengths. If someone has a different opinion, learn from it. Think win, win, win. The best partnerships happen when both sides benefit and grow together. The most successful people in the world don't try to do everything alone. They build powerful partnerships, strong teams, and valuable relationships. The moment you start working with others effectively, you will achieve far more than you ever could alone. Habit 7, sharpen the saw. Imagine you are a woodcutter and your job is to cut trees every day. You start with a sharp saw, and in the beginning, cutting trees feels easy. But as time passes, your saw becomes dull. You try harder, but it takes more effort to cut each tree. What should you do? Option 1, keep struggling with the dull saw, working harder and harder. Option 2, stop for a while, sharpen the saw, and then cut trees with less effort. Most people never sharpen their saw. They work, struggle, push themselves to exhaustion, but never take time to renew, recharge, and grow. Habit 7 is about self-renewal. It means you must take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually so that you can keep growing, keep improving, and keep winning in life. To be truly successful, you need to sharpen your saw in 4 key areas. 1, physical renewal, taking care of your body. 2, mental renewal, feeding your mind with knowledge. 3, emotional renewal, strengthening relationships and inner peace. 4, spiritual renewal, connecting with your purpose and values. Let's break them down one by one. 1, physical renewal. Take care of your body. Your body is your greatest tool. If you don't take care of it, everything else suffers. Think of a car. If you never change the oil, never check the tires, and never maintain it, what happens? One day the car will break down. The same happens with your body. If you don't take care of it, one day it will stop working the way you want. How to sharpen your body. Exercise daily. You don't need a gym. Just walk, stretch, or do something to stay active. Eat healthy. Your food is your fuel. If you put junk into your body, it will slow you down. Sleep well, and a tired mind and body cannot achieve greatness. Rest is not a waste of time. It is a recharge. A weak body leads to a weak mind, weak energy, and weak results. Take care of your body, and it will take care of you. 2, mental renewal. Feed your mind. Your mind is like a garden. If you plant good seeds, positive thoughts, knowledge, and wisdom, you will grow a beautiful garden. But if you neglect it, weeds, negativity, ignorance, and fear will take over. Most people stop learning after school. They never read, never challenge their thinking, never upgrade their knowledge. And then they wonder why they feel stuck in life. How to sharpen your mind. Read books. Every book is a mentor teaching you what took others years to learn. Learn new skills. The world is changing fast. The more you learn, the more you grow. Question your beliefs. Never assume you know everything. Stay curious. And your future success depends on how much you invest in your mind. 3, emotional renewal. Strengthen relationships. No matter how rich, smart, or successful you are, if your relationships are weak, your life will feel empty. Humans are emotional beings. We need love, connection, and support. But in today's world, people are becoming more disconnected. They spend hours on their phones, but have no real conversations. How to sharpen your emotions. Spend time with loved ones. Don't wait until it's too late. Cherish the people in your life. Forgive and let go. Holding grudges is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. Surround yourself with positivity. Stay away from toxic people who drain your energy. A happy heart is a strong heart. Build meaningful relationships, and your life will be rich in ways money can't buy. 4. Spiritual renewal. Connect with your purpose. Success is not just about money and achievements. It's also about purpose, meaning, and inner peace. Have you ever met rich people who are unhappy and lost? That's because they achieved everything but forgot their purpose. How to sharpen your spirit. Spend time in silence. Meditate, pray, or simply reflect on your life. Do what gives you meaning. Maybe it's helping others, creating something, or making a difference. Stay true to your values. Don't lose yourself in the pursuit of success. When your spirit is strong, no challenge can break you. Why habit 7 is the ultimate success habit. Think of a phone with a low battery. Even if it's the latest model, the best phone in the world, it's useless if the battery is dead. The same is true for you. You can have big goals, big dreams, and big plans. But if your energy is low, your motivation is gone, and your mind is exhausted, you won't be able to do anything. This is why sharpening the saw is the key to long-term success. It ensures that you stay strong, stay sharp, and stay unstoppable. Now we have completed all 7 habits. 1. Be proactive, take full control of your life. 2. Begin with the end in mind. Have a clear vision of your future. 3. Put first things first. Prioritize what truly matters. 4. Think win-win. Build success for yourself and others. 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Listen deeply before speaking. 6. Synergize. Work with others to create greatness. 7. Sharpen the saw. Keep growing, learning, and improving. These habits are not quick tips. They are a blueprint for an extraordinary life. If you apply them, you won't just be successful. You will become a leader, an inspiration, and a force of unstoppable power. Most people live on autopilot. They complain about their lives, but never change. But you have a choice. You can either stay where you are, making excuses, or you can take these habits, apply them daily, and build a life of success, happiness, and purpose. The decision is yours. If you're ready to transform your life, start today. Start now. Now. Because your future self is waiting for you.